Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Sally and welcome. So in today's video, we'll be doing another recreation. If you remember, I have done recreations by Painted by Spencer and Hung Van Gogh. So we're gonna do a new one by a new makeup artist. Makeup by, hold on. I hope I'm saying it right. Makeup by Chelsea. Makeup by Chelsea. I found her on TikTok. I know I'm very late to the game when finding her. I know people have been raving about her, but I found her out like literally end of last year. This gorgeous woman has done this 10-minute full glam beat, like how to perfect that glam. That kind of glam that everyone wants to achieve, and she has perfected it in those 10 minutes. So we're gonna do it with her. We're gonna follow her video and do the steps she did. As you can see from the picture here, as you can see the flawless, like her face looks, mwah. I'm always trying to perfect that look, that actual look, because that look you can go anywhere with it. It could be a daytime look, a nighttime look, everyday look. It's just perfect full glam that I always want to achieve. So get your bottle of water, get your makeup kit, and let's do this. Let's look flawless together. Okay, so she started with foundation. I just need to put primer first on my face before we begin. So let us use our usual primers, these bad boys right here. So I'm going to use all over my face the Fit Me Matte Poreless primer. I'm going to use the Yardley 3-in-1 primer on my eyelids. I think I put too much, but it's fine. Hope I'm not hitting the mic. My mic is on my shirt, so I hope I'm not disturbing the audio too much. Then I'm going to use this baby right here. And I'm just gonna take a dab of it in this area. So I'm just gonna let this sit on my face for a few minutes, let it settle in, and then we're gonna start with the foundation.
I've already moisturized my face while I was doing my hair, so now we can get into the base. I'm going to use the Lancome Ton Idole foundation, and I use the shade 520W with one pump. You tap this in. Go in with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation in the shade New Caledonia. I'll do like a little drop of this, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll just kind of drag it to like disperse, and then I'll tap it through.
The foundation that I want to use, because she uses two, she uses a matte and a luminous one. I'm going to use this L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear foundation in the color 330. And then I'm going to use this matte one, the Matte Cover Infallible by L'Oreal. So these two right here. If you've seen my previous video, I only used this foundation before, so you guys know how it looks on my face, but I haven't used this one. I remember I had like some hesitance with it because it looked kind of dark on my skin. But when I edited that video, I realized I should have not swatched the foundations here, but should have swatched it on this area right here by my neck and chest. So I want to do it with this foundation. We're just gonna too much. Look at that. It matches, it matches so nicely with my chest area. Let me use a beauty blender, a damp one. Just tap it in. Sorry if the audio is a little, ugh. Look at that. That match is so great. I think this is my perfect foundation shade. Not even this one. I think this one is a tad bit too light, but let's swatch it as well. Do you see that? Huh. You know, they always say match your foundation with your neck and chest, so this is perfect for me. This one is okay, but it's only perfect for just this face area and not my neck area. So you can always tell that I used a foundation lighter than my skin, but even after you set it, it's not as bad. So we're gonna start with this one right here. She just puts it on her face like this. And like that. Then we're gonna use my foundation brush, my favorite one, flat one like this. And then she just taps it all over her face. I'm also gonna do it on my neck area. Okay, then I'm gonna go with this matte cover, and she says she just puts it again in the same area, but she drags it down with a brush. So I'm gonna use the same one and kind of drag it down. I don't know if she put it on her forehead. Ooh, ooh. I kind of look quite yellow on this area right here, but we'll trust the process. Concealer and bronzing usually fixes the whole thing.
Now, one of my favorite concealers is Hourglass Concealer in the shade Teak. Uche be reminding me that I'm not putting enough concealer, so yeah, load it up if you want it to look flawless. This is how I place my first layer of concealer.
Okay, so now she's gonna put concealer, just this area here, the usual places. Now I'm gonna go into Fawn, this color right here. Not too much of a bright concealer, but it's a perfect concealer for myself. And she suggests that we pack it in. So I'm just gonna put it here and then spread it. And she also puts it on her forehead. And then she drags it down here. And then she puts it also on this chin area. I mean, not the chin area, the mouth area. And then also the chin here. That is a lot of concealer. Like, I don't even put that much concealer on my face anymore. This reminds me of the 2016 kind of concealer, packing in a lot of concealer kind of thing.
While this sets, I'm gonna go in with my cream contour. So this is the Huda Beauty foundation stick in the shade Grenache. So I work at this angle. So I go from like the top of my ear and do a little smidge here, and then I go around the edge of my eye and my temples, my forehead, a little bit at the front of my eyebrow, tip of my nose, and that's it. This is the Patrick Ta for Contour 2 brush, and I'll use this side to start blending this out. So I'll literally blend this upward.
So she is contouring right now, as you saw there, but I'm not into contouring these days, so I'm just gonna bronze. And then the bronzing thing that I like to use, Mahogany by Maybelline. This messy applicant, look how messy it is. Oh. So she decides to put it here. She also puts it in her eyebrow here. Weird, never done that. She also puts it on her forehead. I'm just gonna spread it out. Then she takes an angled brush like this, and then she starts blending the contour. I mean, her contour, but my bronzing contour. And then she pushes it up. Oh, so pretty. If you feel like you put too much, bronzer, just blend it with the beauty blender. Ooh. I see she pushed it to the hairline. Because I have a bigger forehead, I like to push my bronzer further down than leaving it up there, because it gives that illusion that my forehead is a lot smaller. Lovely, very lovely.
Exactly. Now I'm going to use the other side of this Doll Beauty brush and just tap out my concealer. I like tap it in place and then like start to blend it out, and then I'll use the other brush to just help blend the edges together. So I start blending out this edge and like tap it in place, just keep tapping it in place, and then you can like slowly start to move it out, work my way in towards my nose, tapping and tapping. See how I'm holding my mirror? Holding her all the way up so I can really just get into all the nooks and crannies.
So I'm going to take this very flat, fluffy brush from Glow. I'm going to take this one and start blending the concealer. So she first taps in place. Then I'm going to bring it down here. Tap in place. And then she uses the same foundation or contour brush that she used to just blend out the edges. Then she just taps in those areas as well. This concealer right here, where's it now? The Pro Concealer LA Girl. I know there's new concealers every day. There's a new concealer coming out and it's, you know, the new revolutionary kind of concealers out there. You know, you want to try something new all the time. But, you know, the OG, I can never part ways from this. Like this one, I'm always going to buy these concealers somehow. I'm going to start doing the under eye. So how she does it is first she taps it in that area, right here at the end. And then when she feels, okay, this is everything, I don't know how long she started tapping, but then she starts bringing it up. So I'm just going to bring it up as well. Oh, she also says keep your, she says you must keep your mirror up here and then you look up and then you blend. Okay, so this is how I look after I have blended the concealer in. I look snatched, I look pretty. Oh, I love the process of putting concealer. I don't know.
So the same Hourglass concealer in the shade Flax, and I'm gonna put this amount of concealer underneath my eye. Let that like sit, and then I go a little bit down the bridge of my nose. So
now she puts a brightening concealer under her eye, and I'm gonna use, you know, the favorites. So I'm gonna put this Fit Me, of course, Maybelline Fit Me in the color 40, and then we're just gonna put it in this area here. And then she kind of puts it in this area here. And then she lets it sit for a while. Oh, she also put another concealer. I think I'm just gonna go back with Fawn. And then she just puts it at the end here. She puts it right here at the end. And then she lets this sit on her face for a while, and then we're gonna do something else.
For my blush, I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks blush in the shade Prima Donna. A little pop of color on the cheeks. Now that the concealer's dried down, I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna blend out my forehead first. Then I use the foundation brush to help blend the edges together.
Now we're gonna go into blush. If you have watched my shorts recently this week, I recently bought this Rimmel London Kind and Free tinted multi-stick blush, I guess. Oh, that's a long sentence. This baby right here, this is in the color 005 Berry Sweet. This beautiful berry color. It reminds me of that Essence blush as well. I'm using the Real Techniques 400 brush. This is in the blush brush, and I'm just gonna pack it there. Ooh, pretty. And then just put it in this area. Ooh, so pretty. I think I'm going to use a less fluffier brush because I don't have a lot of control with this one. She kind of puts it in that concealer area. Where we brought that concealer up, we also put the blush up like that. I don't know if I have blush blindness. I think I do. Would I say buy this one? You could buy it if you want to. It comes with like 3 other shades. I also have the color 004 Tangerine Dream. It's like this very orange, not too orange, but like kind of orange color. But if you want something similar to this, you can always get the Essence one. It's also a berry color. I'm going to go back with that same brush. That same brush that I used to blend in my concealer. And we're just going to do the same thing we did with the Fawn concealer. I think I'm going to add a little more of that blush. I'm going to take this baby right here. Just in this area to blend out that harsh line then.
Use my cream contour and just apply a little bit more contour on the nose.
So I'm going to go back with my Maybelline. Take a very small brush, tap it in, and just in this area.
I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty powder in the shade Peach Pie. So I like to dip the powder, press it into my hand so it's like evenly dispersed all over the sponge. Tap away the extra creasing and set these under eyes in place. And I press the powder all the way up into my lash line until it like starts to really sink into my skin, and then I kind of just set everywhere that I've placed that concealer, so around the edge of my eye too.
Now we're gonna go with setting powder, and I'm gonna use my usual one that I love to use, as you know, the Yardley Absolute Translucent Powder. I'm gonna go with that same sponge. I got this sponge from Shein for like 5 of them for like, I don't know, 20 rand. Very affordable. So how she does it is she dips it in, then she pats off the excess, blend the area. Then immediately push the product in. Push it in, push it up. I think I'm also going to put it on my nose area here, because that's also where we put, and also this area here.
Now I'm going to take the other side of my Patrick Ta brush and take my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami, like girls, the crumb, and I'll just take this on a big brush. I like using a big brush for my bronzer because I've got a big face, so like I need a bigger brush to cover the area. Anytime I touch the pan with the brush, I always tap away the excess first.
Alright, so now we are going to bronze our skin, and I'm going to use my favorite one so far is the Yardley Stay Fast Press Powder. This is in the color Mahogany. See this color right here? This color right here. I'm gonna use my big fluffy brush as she used as well. Tap, 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 tap. I'm gonna build it up here. Tap the excess off and start putting it in the areas where I bronzed. It's also like setting that area, the bronzed area. I'm also gonna take a smaller brush, small brush, tap it there, and put it in this area right here. She also puts it on her eye area, and just put it in this area.
Go in with the darker shade first. Just pop this onto where I put the cream blush to set that in place. I go in with Orchid Blossom, tap off the excess, and like put this underneath my eye. It just gives you like a very cute airbrushed look, having like a baby pink under eye.
Okay, so now let's put some blush. What I'm going to use is this 2-in-1 blush. How she does it is using 2 blushes. She uses a darker one and then a lighter one in places. So let's do it. So I'm gonna go back with this Real Techniques 400 brush. I'm gonna use this part, this area right here, the clean part, and I'm gonna tap it into this dark area here. And then I'm just gonna tap it in the areas where I put that cream blush. This is the Beauty Treats Moon Blush Compact. I got this years ago. Years ago. Oh my gosh. You know when I got this blush? I got this blush, I think like 2020 or 2019. Why did I open it and realize that there's a blush brush in here all these years? So we're gonna use this brush to use on the pink area. So we're gonna take it and then use it on this area here. Let's see how this works. Oof. A lot of fallout though. So she puts it in this area here. I don't know if it's doing the things. I don't think it's doing what I want it to do. So I'm going to take my usual, another blush brush, go back with this one, tap it in, tap the excess, blend it in that area. I'm not gonna lie, this pink one it's kind of giving a brightening effect more than a pink. Maybe in person, like face to face. I think this lighting also is not helping the situation. But in the mirror, you can tell that I put like 2 blushes, but it's like blended very nicely.
I'm gonna pick up more of the peach pie powder and just bake my under eyes. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose.
She said that she puts, goes back with this setting powder, translucent, and then she starts baking. Go back, tap, 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 this area. And she puts it right here to bake.
This is the Laura Mercier Ultra Blur Medium Deep Powder, and I'll use this to carve out underneath my cheeks.
Okay, so she uses another setting powder. I'm going to use this loose powder in deep beige. And I'm going to put it the same place she puts it. Still very new. I don't use this as much. I'm going to use the same beauty blender. So I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Come again. And put it in this area.
I'm going to go in with a dark brown. And I'm just gonna buff this all over my eye. Using the same brown to go underneath my eye as well.
Okay, so now I'm going to go with eyeshadow. She uses her own neutral eyeshadow, so I'm gonna use mine. This is the Glam Smart Cookie palette. So she uses like a very dark eyeshadow, but I think it's similar to a skin tone, or more like similar to her bronzer. I'm going to take this very fluffy brush and I'm going to tap into basically this one right here. That is in the color Love Chip. Ooh. So she just puts it all over her eyelid. Then she takes a very small brush. I'm going to go back with that Love Chip color and put it underneath the eye.
This is the KVD Tattoo Liner.
Now we are going to go into eyeliner. I'm going to use this Glam eyeliner. This is in a brown. It's in the shade brown, but on my skin it looks more black, so I'm going to use this. I generally do not like to do this without tape. What I'm going to do is take a little, it's from my palette, that little plastic they give you, and then I'm just going to come here. And just like that, eyeliner. Okay, let me do the other side and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Ooh, look at that, look at that. And then she also curls her eyelashes and then puts mascara. So I'm gonna do that off camera and then come back to you when I'm done.
2 hours later.
Okay, so now I have done my eyelashes. I put some lashes on. I used the lashes here, these ones here. I got these from Shein.
This is the Pat McGrath Legendary Wear Velvet Kohl Eyeliner. Jeez, that is a mouthful. And I'm just gonna tight line, do a little skinny tight line.
Now we're gonna put eyeliner, hold on. And I'm going to use my Essence Long Lasting eye pencil in the color Black Fever. And we're just gonna put a very skinny line. Ooh, first time doing a very skinny one. Ooh.
I'm gonna use my blush brush to blend away my under eye bake. And I like blend it towards my nose bridge. Then I'm gonna use my foundation brush to like tap in my under contour bake. More bronzer on my cheek.
Okay, so now we're going to remove this under eye, and she uses her blush brush. So I'm going to use the blush brush that I used to tap in this pink one and remove this powder under the eye. She said push it into the skin. Just like that. See how everything is gone. Very nice. I look very bright. Yeah, it's very lovely. Okay, so then she goes back with the foundation brush and then taps in that area where I put that loose powder, the Yardley loose powder in deep beige, and just tap it into the skin. Blend it all together like that.
I'm gonna take my Morphe Continuous Spray and just drench my face and let that dry down.
So as you saw there, she uses her very, hydrating prime spray kind of thing. She uses like a hydrating spray. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use my Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talented Fixing Spray. I'm also going to use my new spray, the Essence Hello Good Stuff Hydro Fixing Spray. Just like that. If you want a cheap, affordable one, get the Essence one, but it has a coconut water scent. So if you are scent sensitive, you know, like you don't like very strong smells, I would not suggest to get this one. But another one that you would enjoy is this one.
This part is so crucial, girls. When I say you cannot forget this part in your makeup step. After you've applied your first layer of setting spray, you want to go in with your under eye press powder. This one is from Glam by Maja and it's in the shade Tan. I like a bright under eye, so I go with a really light shade. Press the powder in, and I like to just help disperse it into the puff. And then you want to go in under your... Then I'll take my blush brush to just tap it in so it's not too harsh.
And the press powder I like to use so far is this one, my Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. This is in the color 330 Hazelnut. So I'm gonna go back with that same beauty puff and I'm gonna tap it in like that. She says tap it on your skin and then put it under your under eye. And then she goes back with the blush brush. Do the same thing we did with when removing the setting powder. And just
go in with this like really pretty pinky shimmery shade and a tiny brush, and then just go down the bridge of my nose and make the skinniest line you can think of.
Now we're going to highlight and do our eyebrows. So the highlight I'm going to pick is this Essence Glow Luminous Highlighter. This is in the color 10 Glowy Champagne. You can see this very small little brush, and then put it on the center here. And put it on my nose. Very pretty. That's the only places she highlighted. I'm gonna take my little Maybelline Super Lock brow glue. Just gonna do this. I generally like doing my eyebrows first, but a lot of these makeup artists, you know, they always do, like professional ones, they always do their eyebrows last. Even Painted by Spencer did the same thing. Always do the eyebrows very last, like even after you put the eyeshadow and everything, set the face there. Then I'm going to take this Blade Brow by Revolution, and I'm going to just fill in the gaps.
This is just the best nude lip combo ever. So I'll take the Kosas eyeliner in the shade Depth. Now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup by Mario lipstick in the shade Erin. I literally love this lipstick so much. Then I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty gloss in the shade She's Glitzy. In with the Makeup Revolution lip gloss in the shade Cool Espresso. And I go around the edges of my lips with this. I look like a baddie. You have to add beauty marks. One by your lip, and you can go in with some one size just to like lock this in. That is the finished Glam.
Okay, now she's doing her lips. I'm going to go with the She Glam So Lippy lip liner. This is very brown color. I'm working late cause I'm a singer. Okay, so she then takes a very nude color. I'm gonna take this one from Essence. This is in the color 09 Special. This is Me Essence collection. Then I'm gonna go with this Fenty Cream lip gloss. This is in the color Mauvey Wives, and I'm just gonna apply it in the center where I put the pink lipstick. Load shedding. Can you believe it? Sorry for the lighting. We are now in load shedding, so I can't do much right now, and the sun is not coming in as nicely as I wanted, so we have to use what we got here. It's back. So now we're gonna do the finishing touches. First, I'm gonna put this Willy Wonka She Glam lip gloss. This is in the color Hot Fudge. And I'm just gonna put it in the areas where I put the brown eyeliner. And then she adds a beauty mark. I've never added a beauty mark in my routine, so I'm gonna try it. And how she puts it is just a little dot. Can you even see it? Oh, not bad. That's how you do it. I'm not gonna do any more. I used the same eyeliner, the one I made the wing and made that dot. That's what I'm gonna do. And she finishes it off with a setting spray. She uses the one size, but I'm gonna use the Lasting Fix Maybelline setting spray. And then I'll show you the final look.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm freaking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my.
Okay, So this is the final look. I look so beautiful, so flawless. It's just, I feel like that it girl. This is it. This is what I'm talking about. I think the superstars of this look is the bronzing, the cream bronzing, and the cream concealers. The concealers, the liquid concealers, and where you place your bronzer is for real the MVPs of this look. If you can perfect that, where you put your bronzer, where you put your concealer, then you already know how to put your makeup on. This is the everyday, not everyday, but more like a full glam look. Oh, she just called it Manifesting Perfect Beats All 2025. So yeah, I think this is just a perfect full beat look. Like you can go out for dinner with this look, brunch, lunch. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing it with you guys, watching it and doing it with you guys. Please comment down below what you would change from this look, what you would do differently. Please also comment down below what other makeup looks I should do with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.